Total Rush leaks have begun, and it takes only one player to know what kind of promo this is going to be. And we'll talk about that one player leak today, plus we have got some news about the promo. Today's content brought up a couple interesting points of discourse because the 83 plus double upgrade came out today, and the requirements are absurd. We'll talk about that first here. There was that hero pack leak, right, we saw yesterday, and the day before that, we saw a store pack come out today that was a max 87 ready hero. That's actually not the pack that was leaked. We should still be getting the SBC pack that we expected to get, like the Gamble SBC, right? We should still be getting that. Plus, the team of the week has been leaked as well, and it looks pretty decent. A couple of big names in there. But okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you, of course, for being here. Second of all, I want to say send me your guys' teams. I talked about that yesterday. Today will be your last full day opportunity to send me your teams. I'll record that tomorrow. So you'll have all day today to send me your teams today if you guys would like to. On Twitter, which is above my head, or on PSN messages. My PSN is AJ34, dashes in between. It's on the screen right now. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Okay, well, there was a lot of worry, right? We talked about a lot this year that duplicate storage exists, right? SBC storage. How will that affect SBC prices? I've got quite a bit of SBC storage here. I've got a Karchawi and a Gundawan and a Grimaldo just kind of sitting here. And I would have had to put into something that I probably didn't want to do, or I don't even know what I would have done with them. Honestly, I don't know. But now that we have this, people have been worried, what are the costs of SBCs really going to be like? Are they going to change much? Well, this could just be a one-off SBC, right? It could be because we still had some pretty cheap cards like Taram, like the 2 Tarams we talked about yesterday. They're pretty cheap. But the 83 plus double upgrade came out, and it requires 5 84 pluses. That can't be worth it. I do kind of wonder if these like gamble packs, not player SBCs, but the gamble packs themselves, because you can kind of like rinse and repeat them easier with duplicate storage now, at least a little bit easier, if they're going to make them more expensive, which would kind of suck, right? Maybe when we get to team of the year time, when we end up with 25k pack team of the year method, as you guys know, with all the commons, like the 3 gold rare players packs with the what is it, 8 commons or 9 commons, whatever. They might make those more expensive now because they know there's duplicate storage and you can kind of just store stuff away. That's just a random example, but just things like that. I feel like I am slightly worried about the gamble SBCs and how much more expensive they're going to be this year. This could just be a one-off and just a terrible idea. Whoever made this just fucking, I don't know, lost the plot or something, but I'm worried that could be the case for the future as well. Let me know what you think about that. And then also the evolutions right now. This is the second big piece of discourse of the day today, was that evolutions seemingly have not been the best recently. They've been a little lackluster, just kind of because we got such a good one right away. I feel like with that Power Shot Plus Evo, not a single evolution thus far has given a playstyle plus. Not a single one. I guess we're getting rolls pluses right now, and I know like the Octopus gives holding plus, but there's been no playstyle plus Evos yet. Okay, I mean, interesting. It's hard to hate on these too much because I do think that the system itself is better. I think that just the selection of Evos has been bad from them. I don't think it's the system itself that kind of has been sucking. I think it's just the selection from EA. They're making the requirements too much. Like, look at this right here. Weren't we supposed to get less restrictive Evos? And then you drop this. Dribbling max 82, physical max 81, playstyles max 7. Like, okay, what happened to like the max 82 and then just stat limits, right? That's what we had up here for, well, I don't even have it anymore actually. You know, the one that was a pre-order bonus was like a less than 82 rated striker. Look at the Octopus fucking requirements as 78 physical, 80 defending, 78 pace, 81 overall. Like, so many max 80 agility. You can't see it, I got a big ass dome, but under that playstyles max there is agility max 80. It's like, okay, what happened to less restrictive Evos here? That didn't last long apparently. I feel like it's more of a shitty job selecting the requirements and less so the system itself, I think. That could be proven wrong over time, I guess, but I get pissed off easily about evolutions because I just think it's such an incredible addition to the game that if they don't fulfill its potential to me, I get frustrated with it. So maybe it's better than I'm thinking it is, but to me right now, it's been lackluster for a couple of weeks. Really, honestly, since the From Box to Box came out, which I think was really good at the time, honestly, I think that one was really good. Since that one, I think it hasn't really been that great, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about that also. And we also got this store pack today, which I think some people thought, oh, this must be the base hero pack, right? It says one base hero rated up to 87 in this heroic season opener pack. I don't even think this is the first time this one has come out this year. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure this one's actually been out before already. But I remember a YouTube comment telling me after content yesterday, they were like, oh, the hero pack is just a store pack. It's actually not going to be that. The FUT scoreboard leak here in the pack code is just simply a max 87 base hero player pack, and that's it. So this is going to be an SBC. So it's still going to be pretty much exactly what we thought it was going to be. And then while we're here, I guess the Uber Eats Uber 1 pack is an 11 by 81. I don't know why it's an Uber Eats Uber 1 1 pack. I have no idea, but that's a pack leak in the code right now. But okay, the title of the video, our one total rush player leak is him. Real Madrid star boy set to come as a rush player. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, we can't, no point even getting hyped about this one. We can't fucking afford this guy. And Donk said yesterday, starts Friday, item suited for rush and big players coming. So I was like, okay, I wonder if he knows anything about like bigger players on the way. And he tweets this out after Mbappe comes out. He says, like I said, big players are coming. So I'm going to assume he actually probably knows more than what he's letting on here, because trading Discord leaks make that sweet, sweet ganja. But I would guess we'd actually probably continue to see great players leaks. I wouldn't be surprised to see Neymar. It's supposed to be like kind of the theme of like smaller players or better dribbling players, I guess, at least. Pacier and dribblier. Wow. Pacier and better dribbling players. So it usually just means they're going to end up being more meta. And then we got the team of the week 4 leaks that come out today. We had the full team leaked, the top 3 players though. Robert Lewandowski, we figured he'd be a guarantee to be in it. The cards are just a concept there, but Lewa is in it. Next, we got Federico Valverde. If you guys have used Valverde this year, let me know. He's a playmaker plus as a center mid, which I actually can use in my team, but I don't feel like I would really want to use him there too much. I'd rather him kind of be a box-to-box player. So if you've used Valverde as a playmaker or even just in your team at all, really, let me know if you guys liked him a lot. But a very good player, of course. And then lastly, for the top 3 players, Bukayo Saka is going to be in it. The game of playstyle plus, I doubt he'll get a playstyle plus, but those are the top 3 players in the team. And here is the full list. Now, remember when I said yesterday that Thuram's like a guarantee to be in the team? He's got a hat trick. Yeah, he is not in the team of the week. Now, the only reason he's not going to be in team of the week, looks like here, is that EA are clearly paranoid. He's getting a second player of the month card. He's doubling up on those POTMs, and people are terrified that his card is going to be too good. Not people, I don't know why I said that. I think EA is terrified that that second player of the month card is going to be far too good. So they're like, yeah, we are not putting him in team of the week, and they didn't. So we're not seeing a Thuram, unfortunately, but my guess is they're for sure considering it a favorite for him to win the next player of the month award. We also got Lukaku in here, Sadio Mane, Kovacic, Pop for a pretty high rated card, Varane and Walsh in there as well for the higher rated cards, and the lower rated ones down here. But sorry, Inter fans, I let you all down. I thought Thuram was a guarantee after his hat trick, and I was wrong. Now, guys, in the least surprising news you're going to hear all day, League of Legends players found to be most intelligent in an IQ survey of gamers with an average score of 120.4. Who's lowest, guys? Round of applause for us. All right, we are indeed the lowest at a whopping 89.8 IQ, and my sources can confirm to me that this report is entirely accurate. I also wanted to say, I tweeted out 89 IQ, smartest EAFC fan, and somebody replied to here. Michael Zidane said, a simple game of Rush will prove this report slightly inaccurate. The IQ should be far lower. And we also got Liga and Player of the Month nominees. It is Barcola, Jonathan David, and Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood is indeed a Player of the Month candidate. Less said about that, the better. But I think Bradley Barcola and David both have a better chance, looks like, to win it. Unless the Mason Greenwood PR is just unbelievable, apparently, I guess. But we assume it would be one of these two here. And the Player of the Month tracker is right here. And we will not know the winner of the Liga and Player of the Month probably until, I'd say, the 20th. 2 days before the SBC is my guess. The winner is announced on the 22nd. There's 14 days in between the announcement versus the winners, which is by far the most, I think, about any nation, I think, or any nation, any league, it looks like. So still a ways away from the Player of the Month coming out, but as we know, it should be this Friday, Premier League and Serie A. So we'll know the winners of that probably pretty soon. Okay, onto the market today. There's not really a ton to talk about. We mostly talked about everything yesterday. We thought, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit higher today because of Rivals games needing to be played. Same thing with tomorrow. Then Rivals rewards come out. It's going to drop a lot probably, but I think it's going to happen again. I think I talked about this yesterday as well, is that if you want to buy a team, you want to do it after Rivals rewards, pretty much. You want to go buy Phil Foden, go buy him after Rivals rewards, about 30 minutes to an hour after Rivals rewards. You want to play Weekend League, finish it as fast as you possibly can, because I think these cards are going to go down this weekend. It's going to be a pretty big fall this weekend, in my opinion. I still think it's going to be a borderline crash, honestly. So be wary of that. I'm not even going to really buy a team this weekend probably to play with. I'm not going to probably buy a really full-on coin team until this first initial crash happens. So I'm just going to wait, honestly. But okay, let's read your guys' comments now. This is a comment from my second channel, actually. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to that yet. This is a comment I see once in a while on, like, not just my page, but also other people's pages that I kind of wanted to address. So Ed Zombie says, usual streamer moaning about sweat/meta while abusing the same meta and being a sweat. And this was on my gameplay video earlier today where I probably said something about, like, all the guys doing L1 speed boost, right, or something like that. And I replied down here a few hours later saying, like, I'm not moaning at all. I'm a sweat. I'm going to play sweats and champs, especially the high elos, LOL, but I'm still going to get frustrated when playing. Both things can be true. I don't want to speak for anybody else here because obviously I think, as we know now, Twitch streamers and YouTubers and hypocrisy go together like peanut butter and jelly, okay? But I will say, I think for most people, I think that you're gonna get frustrated in the middle of the game while playing it, even if you know, like, it's okay for them to be a sweat, because I am literally being a sweat myself. I'm well aware that, like, I'm trying to get as many wins as I possibly can. In the high elos of champs, I'm gonna go against somebody who's sweaty as hell, and I don't expect anything different either. Like, I'm just gonna complain in the moment when I'm getting time wasted on me, or I'm getting L1 speed boosted, right? Like, it's frustrating. Of course it's going to be. But you can complain about that, but also acknowledge, like, yeah, I'm a sweat myself. I'm gonna go up against sweats. Of course I'm going to. Then Eric T says, can you drop a dribbling tutorial? Every time I watch a video of you or someone else, or are playing someone, they can always dribble and turn away from defenders lunging in for a challenge. When I try and turn, they do it slow as fuck and lose the ball. L1 does not work. Raw left stick doesn't work. Help. And my tutorials usually drop like within the next few weeks. Honestly, I try and get the game like actually down before I drop a million tutorials. Unfortunately for the YouTube game, it's not probably the best, because like you probably want to be the first one to do everything, which is why you see in your recommendeds all over the place. 7 hours into the game, like the best meta passing in FC 2038. And it's like, what, you played 10 games? It's like, how the fuck do you know? So I always wait to like actually get a good understanding of the dribbling, especially after like one patch too. That'll change things. So I always make tutorials around the time of like a month into the game. So always when I want to try and do it, so I kind of have an understanding of what I'm actually doing and not just bullshitting. I brought up yesterday saying, hey, should chemistry be a thing? Like, what if there was no chemistry at all in the game? Would that change things for the better or for the worse? And I do like the idea of players being like restricted by roles and positions more so this year. And I'd say, honestly, it was pretty 50-50 on most of that. People saying like chemistry not being a thing would kind of suck, and like the squad building fun would maybe not be there as much. And some saying, no, I want my ultimate team, which that's fair. And then also, you know, Nick saying, I think it promotes more diversity in players, and you don't have to play them in their ideal role or position. And that's true. You don't have to play them there too. So like, that's a good point. So I was curious to see if there was like a really overwhelming majority on either one there. It really didn't seem like there was one. I feel like maybe for the future, what they should do is like pick one where maybe chemistry wouldn't exist, but then the roles would, right? So you still have to like play players in the right roles, but then the chemistry doesn't exist, or then vice versa. Maybe that's like a nice in between. I'm not exactly sure, honestly, what the best thing would be. I just think that the way it is right now with them both, chemistry and roles, I feel like that's gonna get boring, or like not boring, annoying. Just get annoying after a while, and it's, oh, a new player comes out, or I pack a new player, and I'm like, how do I fit this guy in my team? Like, I can't, because the role is like so different from what I use that it's like I have to change my whole formation for that. But I don't know. It's definitely an interesting talking point, but I love talking to you guys, and thank you all for being here. The support's been great over the course of the year so far. I'm insanely lucky, and I love you all. So, bye.